because Ozzie Smith was going to come to our Walmart in Flora, Illinois, and meet Florians, and I was excited about that because I'd been watching this guy play baseball my entire life. I idolized what he could do with that little round ball. Everything he can do, flips, he can dive and throw and jump, and best shortstop still to this day that's ever walked the planet Earth. And I found out he was coming just a few miles down from my home. And so I went home from college on the weekend, and I stood in line at Walmart, and it was a long line, small town, so a long line was about 20 people. It was a long line of about 20 people where we were waiting, and he was at the back of the Walmart, and we were weaving through the aisles of Walmart, and I got to the point where I could eventually see him sitting at a table, talking to people, and I realized that that was going to be me soon, that I was going to get to finally meet Ozzie Smith. And then I realized I have nothing for him to sign. Like, I brought nothing with me. I was just so excited to hug the guy. I don't know what I was going to do. If we were going to just talk about life, me and him. And everybody else had, like, these professional baseballs. They had pictures, baseball cards to sign, jerseys for him to sign. And it was just me. And so I decided, and I'm not proud of this, but I decided to take one of the baseballs from Walmart that they had packaged nicely, wrapped in a little piece of plastic. And I'm like, I'm going to just take that with me. I eventually paid for it afterwards. And I began to walk up there. And as I got closer, it's finally my turn. I stand in front of this table, Ozzie Smith sitting right there. I just smile at him. He smiles at me. And I smile back at him. And he's like, you want me to sign that? I'm like, yeah. And as I lifted this ball toward him, something hit me. I am handing him a 50-cent rubber Rawlings made in China Walmart baseball to a man who has made a living, millions of dollars playing with the most high quality, best baseballs, hand-rubbed baseballs in the world, and I was embarrassed. I'm like, oh, sorry, this was all I had, and I hand it over him, and he begins to sign it, and he hands it back to me, and it was a really embarrassing moment because I gave Ozzie Smith a 50-cent rubber Rawlings made in China, sold at Walmart baseball. And you know what I did with that baseball? I took it, and right now it is proudly displayed on a shelf in my office. And you know why I can proudly display it on my shelf in an office? Because something happened to that 50-cent rubber Rawlings made in China, sold at Walmart baseball. The moment he put his Sharpie on that ball and wrote his name, it changed the value of it. It was no longer just a 50-cent baseball. And now when it's displayed in my office, I don't see a 50-cent rubber Rawlings made in China sold at Walmart baseball. When I look at that baseball, I see Ozzie Smith. And here's what you need to understand. You may feel like a pile of dirt when it comes to your value. You may look inside of you and see things that you despise. You may see these desires that are struggling within you. You may look at your job right now and think, man, I have no value. You may say, all I feel like is a 50-cent rubber Rawlings made in China sold at Walmart baseball. But when God looks at you, you know what he sees? He sees a little bit of himself. Because you're more than a pile of dirt to him. Because he's breathed something special inside of you. He's put his Imago Dei, written his name all over your life. And even though you started as a pile of dirt, you're so much more than that to God, our Creator.